Welcome back, guys. It's Kibla Ahmed out here. Got G-Man in Singapore.
What's happening, guys? What's going on, Kibs? How are you?
Good. It's the Brothers Geek Out podcast number 109. Man, it's 8th week. I know it's like 7th week, 8th week in quarantine. But yeah, well, good, man. Just, you know me, man. I'm just trying to keep myself busy around the house. I'm on furlough from work, so I log in maybe once or twice a day just to catch up and making sure like what's happening. But with the free time, I'm chilling with Alara and getting to do jobs around the house, man. It's been I've got to do some things today that I never thought I'd be able to do. I thought I was gonna mess it up one time. Like I'm alright with DIY, but these were like pristine things. Like putting film on a tint on a window is not easy, you know, without bubbles. But I watched a couple of videos and learned, and then put up a curtain rail, and that was the hardest part because I thought I'm gonna have some bent curtains, man, end up on the floor and everything. But trust me, Laura, every time I use the drill, she's so concerned for me.
Oh,
She like bends down and she's like, she's talking a lot more, man. Mashallah, she's picked up. Like once she walks, she does exercise now. She exercises around the house. She does squats and she's like 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah.
that's awesome.
How you been, man? How's things on your side?
Yeah, things have been alright, man. Again, just keeping myself busy. I'm not good with DIY, man. I ordered a table. I mean, I managed to put it together, but I do have my moments of like, this is fucking dumb, man. When I just can't do something. But yeah, I turn hope, man, with these DIY stuff. So I don't, simple things I can kind of deal with. But other than that, I leave that shit, man. I let someone else do it. But yeah, been good, man. Just keeping myself busy. Today I just done a long walk today. I need to get out of the house for longer. Normally I just go grocery shopping, but I took the ultimate detour just to get a longer walk. And obviously during fasting, and it's super hot out here.
Yeah.
I mean, I could get through it, but just got to kind of be a little bit cautious. But
you gotta be.
Yeah. Then I bought some ant killer because I've got an ant infestation.
Yeah.
In a way, I'm kind of fascinated about the way the ants are. Like they're like a little army, But
I'm gonna watch Ant-Man later on now, man. Now you keep talking about that.
Bro, seriously, man, they're awesome, man. When I went hiking once, I just saw a massive, and I followed them, like a colony. I don't know what the hell they were doing. A big trail, yeah. And it's just amazing how they're in sync, and it's crazy. But anyway, in my house, fuck off, man. I don't want you in my house, man. It's annoying. So I got a couple of ant killers, and again, I think it's like once a couple of them get the poison, and then they take it back to wherever their destination is. The rest of them are, and they lose. The rest of them are like, nah, don't go there. That man's got COVID. Fucking don't go to his house. I shouldn't laugh about that.
When we were in South Africa, we saw like ant dunes.
Oh shit!
So these are like massive. It's like I don't know how they made it, bro, but it's like massive amount of dirt, all put together. But inside is like a colony, bro. People living. It's like a flat basically, and everybody's living and chilling, and they come out of the top, bro. It's mad, bro. I was like, it scares me. So
nature's crazy, man. Nature's crazy, and ants are one of those ones that are amazing, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
Hence Ant-Man. I know it's when you hear Ant-Man, you're like, what kind of shit is that? But if you've done research on ant, like Marvel done it, whoever Stan Lee or whoever created Ant-Man, they do their research.
Jack Kirby.
Yeah. He's obviously done his research. He didn't just think ant. He obviously done the research on ant, and they're pound for pound one of the strongest insects or strongest things on the planet, and all that sort of shit. I'm just like, it's amazing. It's actually amazing. But
they worked it really well. It's something you just don't think is gonna work. You just didn't.
Yeah, it sounds silly, but I tell you what, it's not like they did. Like I said, it's not like they didn't think about it. They thought about the. If they done like, I don't know, Sloth Man, then they lose. I'm like, shit, we just need a character. Make Sloth Man. Then alright, they lose. Like, they had no thought process, because these ones slow Bruce.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we've got big ass claws, but any slow Sloth Mans.
Full on. Absolutely full on. Man, sad news
man?
Well, yeah, no, we've got some sad news. Today, just found out Little Richard passed away. He was a famous blues singer. and we had somebody I worked with in like, we're talking about 15 years back. You know when I used to work with Archer and Kevin and them lot. Guy named Thai Music. Really cool guy, really good energy. 47 years old, passed away from COVID. Sad news, man. You know, he was in a coma for almost 2 weeks. We thought he was gonna pull through, and then we got the news. I think it was Friday. It's Thursday, that he had passed, and so sad, man. So sad. What
sorry
this?
to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. You said he had a coma. He fell into a coma.
Well, so he had COVID, and then when they sedated him to put him in a coma so his body can recover, but once he got out of the coma and got up, it's you're right, man. If you've got underlying health issues as well, it plays a big part because your body's trying to battle two wars.
Yeah. Did he have some underlying?
This is something I don't know of, but I could that's all I could think of.
Yeah, Rogan was saying that in New York, one of the major problems is the obesity, and people who have obesity are really suffering.
Yeah.
You know, that's just like number one. But yeah, any other major case you have, any other illness you have, it affects you. So it's definitely scary for, you know, like mum and dad, for example. Dad's got diabetes and stuff. They're at that age where they're plus 60 and stuff. So obviously scary for them.
Yeah.
Not saying that, you know, because a lot of people pull through, and I was talking to you earlier about, you know, Elon Musk was on Rogan's show, right? And he was asked about it. And I'm just saying, I don't know if Elon Musk knows the actual truth. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But he was just saying basically that the data for the mortality rate is false. He was just saying, you know, you could get eaten by a tiger, but if you get tested COVID and you got COVID, then they're going to put you down as a COVID death.
Well, that's what they did with Hitz's wife's granddad. He had underlying health issues. He passed away from probably a heart condition, but they put it down as COVID.
Yeah. See, that's
so this is what I'm thinking with the death toll numbers. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. How can us as a country have the highest death toll in the whole of the world? I don't.
Is it the whole of the world now?
Yeah, it's come in second place or first place almost now.
Yeah, I mean, I think the numbers are skewed. I think they are messed up. I listen. I don't know if Musk. I'm just taking word for it, I guess. Yeah. I think the numbers are messed up because they're not accurately checked. You know, it's not just COVID. You could die for so many other reasons. They'll pull it down as COVID. You know, the flu season just left, and thousands of people died from the flu. But again, if you died from the flu, like you naturally people would, but you tested positive for COVID, then you're down as a COVID death.
Yeah.
So I think the numbers are definitely messed up, and that's what's scaring a lot of people. You know what I mean? They should be way more accurate with that, man. So not to put people in concern. Getting it is one thing, right? Getting the case is one thing. But if you're tested more, of course, you're gonna have more cases. But having false records of death, that's what makes it even scarier. You know what I mean? Should it be more accurate on that?
Yeah, I generally don't know what the government are playing at, man. It's a bit scary.
It's the whole world, man. The whole world governments are just like the same.
Yeah, it's a shame. Prayers go to people that have. Everybody's in my prayers at the moment. I know there's a lot of people that have passed, and a lot of family members, friends, relatives. It was just sad, very sad to hear that. His music will live on, his legacy. If you get the chance, listen to his stuff, bro. Check it out. I'll send you some links.
Yeah, do it, man.
Really good UK hip hop artist. Really sad. That's about it, man. Other than that, what have I been watching? I started Brooklyn Nine-Nine again, and I absolutely
from the beginning.
From the beginning, yeah, because I didn't know where I was originally.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved that show because it's easy to watch. It's like 20-minute segments, and Captain Holt is hilarious, bro. He's my guy because he's like, It's weird because I think I'm on season 6 now. Like I've gone through almost down. I can't believe I've come to season 6, but from where he started, how strict he was, you could see he loosens up towards like season 5 and 6. But he does these one-liners that are absolutely hilarious, and I think Terry Crews. I got a lot of love for Terry Crews. He reminds me of Dwayne. Just.
Holt's humor's jokes, man. I don't know how they pulled it off, but just such a stiff dude. But is one of the most hilarious guys on the show.
He is. So good. Really enjoyed that. So I'm watching that.
That show is so awesome. It was dropped by its original, like, what you call it? Original show, like TV telecast or whatever you call it.
Yeah, like HBO or something. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't even know what those things are called. Anyway, it was dropped by the original one, and because the show's so moist, so another one picked it up.
Yeah.
And carried it on. It's such a good show. Like,
no, definitely, very good show. I'm really enjoying it. I haven't actually watched any movies this week, to be honest. I've been learning skills, man. So like more dynamic art drawing, chilling with Alara. I found some frames and stuff, and I thought, you know what, I'm selling stuff, and I thought I might as well do some stuff and do some creative work. So I was doing like ripping up some old comic books and did some artwork, and you know what, surprisingly, like as an artist, to like this period, people have been on my work a lot more, and I can't thank everybody that have been watching the videos and supporting my channels and watching our journey at the moment, because I had a lot of sales go through the other day, man, which was very you get a couple here and there, but I had a good amount, and then I was like, my artwork like suddenly boomed and gave me a bit of confidence again, because you can have that when you're just sketching, and to be honest, it's more I can't even say it, man. Certification. Satisfaction. That's it. But having people that actually genuinely enjoy the artwork that I do, it just inspires me a little bit more. But yeah, that's it, man. Like, we are just trying to get by at the moment now, so go from there, man. Really, other than that, you seen anything good? Watching anything?
I have been binging Hunters.
How you finding
that? The Nazi show with Al Pacino?
Yeah.
Not Nazi show, but yeah, brilliant. So fucking good. I'm at the end now.
The
end. Really good show. Yeah, about these Jewish Nazi hunters. It's deep. I mean, I haven't done the research, but I've definitely heard that after World War II, the smartest minds from the Nazi regime and whatnot, the US took them on board and took them over to the US, and a lot of the NASA and all that shit were they were like Nazi scientists, and I think a lot of them were fucking war criminals and shit. So I think they, from that aspect, that real life aspect, they created this show. So people, there's a group of Jewish vigilantes, not just Jewish. There's a bit of a mixture in the group and whatnot. Go out and just kind of kill them. It's a great show, man. Some of it is hard, when they show what kind of things happened to the Nazis, how cruel they were and stuff like that towards the Jewish race. It's hard to watch, but again, it's like almost the comical as well. When I say comical, I'm talking about it's a bit more colourful in the sense that the way they shot it and the way they introduce characters and stuff like that. It's like a comic book, and they reference comic books a lot. One of the kids is a comic book owner shop, and they call their their hideout or whatever the Bat Cave, and they're always referencing that. And he references. I won't spoil it, but he references Frank Castle in one of the episodes, and I'm just like, so from a geeky perspective, yes, there's those little things there, but from a show, it's great. It's really good, man. It's really good, and it almost kind of a little bit reminds me of Inglourious Basterds. Remember, it was a harsh movie because you're hunting Nazis, but there was characteristics. Each character had a dynamic where it kind of lightens things up a little bit, and you're supporting them, and But yeah, I mean, it's they touch on the US bringing over the Nazis, and I think the US government's perspective was, if we didn't take them, then maybe the Russians would have took them, and because they were smart minds.
Yeah, no, of course.
From that, like someone else would have took them, our enemies would have taken them, or whoever. So I don't know. It's a good show though, definitely worth watching. Al Pacino's great in it.
I'll check it out. I'll check that out definitely.
Have you seen Gangs of London? You didn't watch Gangs of
London?
I
haven't, bro. I haven't. I really want to sit down and watch that. You know what? I maybe watch the first episode tonight. In a bit.
Do that.
We had our first takeaway after like 8 weeks.
What you go for?
We got Turkish, but it's basic, man.
No, it knows.
You know when you get used to doing home cooked food, like that's what I was gonna say. We did like loads of. We've been cooking the past 7-8 weeks now, yeah. And home cooked food is like, it's just, I don't know, a different type of love in there. But I made a lasagna the other day, bro. God damn, it was awesome, bro. It was like, and I remember fasting, yeah, and trying to work out the right amount of flavouring and things to go in. I'm actually really shocked that it came out the way it did. Yeah, I had a game, so yeah, cooking, man.
I'm gonna have to learn how to make that, man. I haven't cooked for Ramadan just because of timing, but once it's done, I might, I'll be back on the cooking. I'm gonna have to learn the lasagna.
Dude, the lasagna is not that hard to make, as long as you get the time-consuming part is if you make the sauces yourself. If you're getting pre-made sauces, then it's just a quick process. It won't take too long at all, and cooking the mincemeat and everything. The rest will in the oven. You're ready to go. But it is a nice experience, and man, I had a game, man. Now I'm thinking about lasagna parties, man. I damn feel like Garfield and shit.
Honestly, the best thing I've cooked, loads of things. I could cook a nice linguine pasta, all these other sort of things. But recently, the most recent thing I learned and I enjoyed is roast potatoes, bro. Remember, like, I can remember roast potatoes from our school dinners at Bruce Grove. I remember when, like, we wouldn't eat the pork and none of that stuff, so we'd just say, can we have the potatoes? And just munch on those roast potatoes with the crispy, outer coating. And
so have you mastered it?
I wouldn't say I've mastered it, but man, they come out good though. They come out good, crispy outer coating, and a lovely fluffy inside. So good, man.
See, I can't master that yet. I haven't mastered that yet.
Bro, it's off the. There's a video of Jamie Oliver explaining his way, and I try his way, and
it worked.
It's long. Yeah, they're long. With roast potatoes, they're long. One, because like you gotta boil them first before you put them in, and then you gotta put them in for a long time or whatnot in the oven for a long time and stuff. But yeah, and because I don't have a big pot, I have to boil. I can't boil many potatoes and whatnot, so it takes long and whatnot. Yeah, it's nice, but sometimes I just cook some roast potatoes. Like I say, it takes long. I just eat them, but like nothing else to go with it. I'm like, you know what? This whole time I'm waiting to cook these things, I'm just gonna have my whole meal, just any carb meal, bro. Just roast potatoes and ketchup. So nice, man.
Oh, that must be. That's one thing I need to send me that link. That's a good link. I want to try that next, man, because that's probably one of the hardest things to do.
What was we talking about? Mashed potato, roast potatoes.
Yeah, roast potatoes. God damn, bro. That's I need to master that, because sometimes just some hard blocky potatoes, man.
I think that I watched the Oliver video, because that was good. I mean, I think it's got to do with boiling the potato properly first.
Yeah.
And then boiling it, not when you're boiling it, it's still soft. I remember, like, you boil it and you pull it into like a whatever, a pot or whatever, and then you kind of flick it. And so when you do the flickiness, the outer coating of it becomes fluffy. You know what I mean? And then you put like oil and salt and pepper and all that sort of stuff, bit seasoning, pull it in the oven, and then that flickiness that brings the fluffiness out, it gives you a nice crunchy outer coating.
What?
Nice.
I'm excited, bro. Allow it, bro. Excited. Because our days are getting longer here, bro. So starving Marvin.
Yeah, you can spend some time cooking those.
How long do you put in the oven for?
I can't remember, but I think it was about 30 minutes or something. You gotta watch the Oliver video. I can't remember these things. I just watched a video to recap. But yeah, I think boiling it. I think overall, man, the whole from beginning to end takes about an hour and 15, hour 30, just so you boiling the potatoes.
Yeah.
The first time I did, I lose, man. Like, I boiled the potatoes. Water went all over the place because I overfilled it. Then the cooker died. Not died, it went into safety mode, so I couldn't fucking carry it on. And then eventually did it, and then yeah, it was just long. But it takes a long time. It does.
You've got to have patience for it.
You know? But I just remember, like I say, school days, and I remember it was like, this is basic, but we wouldn't eat the chicken or the pork or nothing, but it'd be like, oh, potatoes with the gravy, and the gravy was just full of haram. But boy, that was the best school dinners, bro. I remember it's like, because for vegetarian, they're these basic salads, man. I'm a fucking 7-year-old kid, man, or however old you are. Don't give me a salad, man. Are you serious? So it was either like either try and get. I remember this clearly, man. You try and get the beans and chips, or if they had the roast potatoes, you get the roast potatoes. But if it was salad, it was like any packed lunch or any Ramadan. I'm not eating that salad.
Yeah.
And then the cake and custard, bro. That was the lick.
And like, you know what? They don't do turkey drummers, bro.
They don't do that no more.
I can't find them anywhere, bros. I'm trying to find halal version. Turkey drummers were the one, bros.
Oh my god! Remember in Northumberland Park, they had good drummers, haram games, but they were good bro. I remember my mate used to steal them. He used to put them in his pocket. He used to put them in his pocket.
Bro, I used to. You know what I used to do? Like, talk about school days. I used to be able to draw a picture of one of the X-Men, give it to somebody so I can get a turkey drumstick. And there was one guy, bro. Oh wait, Stephen. You remember Stephen Brennan, yeah?
Yeah.
Bro, Stephen Brennan must have bare of my artwork in his house now because I always used to say, bros, they're doing turkey drummers today, man. Do you want an X-Men drawing? Give me a drummer. And he was like, yeah, please, man. Wolverine. But the thing is, some of these drawings were basic. So it was like when you draw it there on a piece of paper, like, bro, give me a scrap piece of paper. Let me just draw this quickly for you now. And he used to love it, bro. He used to lap my artwork up, man. Bless him. Supporting me from supporting my artwork from day dot, bro. Stephen Brennan, shout outs. for them haram turkey drummers.
They were good though. They were good. I remember from the school dinners weren't too bad, man. I remember they had canned drinks.
Yeah.
I used to steal them all the time. Me and my boys used to steal them all the time. I never forget one of my friends first doing it, and I was so like tempted. I saw him do it. I saw how easy it was. I was like, oh my god, I want to do that too. And then we used to do that all the time. We used to jack bear drinks. And one time I got caught because I'm full fucking grassed me up. Snitch.
Huh?
Yeah, some snitch, some bitch, man. Snitch she's a bitch, man. Snitch. Anyway, I shouldn't say that. God bless her. She's probably doing well now. But yeah, grassed me up. And Mr. Cook, remember he was your teacher?
Yeah.
He was like, you're gonna go to prison, you know. Remember he was a bit aggressive.
He was.
He was like, you're gonna go to prison, you know. And I was like, oh fuck, man. I didn't care about prison. I cared about Dad, man. Dad's gonna beat me, bro. But luckily they didn't tell Dad. Because you know Dad didn't like stealing this shit.
Nah.
He would have beat my ass, bro. That's who I was scared of. Fuck it, bro. You better off putting me in prison.
Put me in prison, man. Put me in prison. Take the key.
Dad,
throw away the key. Throw away the key. I don't want to see my dad. Oh, man.
Trust. School days, man. School days was fun.
Good times. Yesterday was quite funny, being on house party with all the friends. I mean, it's going to be ages till we can actually proper gather together, but it keeps spirits high, man. So it's good to talk, good to catch up, good to, always things. I never feel, people don't feel that you're alone. You're not. People are there. Just you need to make that first step and just say something.
100%, man. Yeah, people are there. I mean, communication now is good, and I hope, like I say, there'll be some people who come out of this better and appreciate certain things more, appreciate people more.
Yeah. And
then there'll be a lot of people who just come out of it the same and be like, alright, fuck it, finally we're out, and just be on the same fucking...
That's when it spikes again, bro.
Let's hope not.
Yeah, I'm hoping not, man. I want to see friends and family. I want people to be safe, so...
Yeah, I just want to get back to normal, man. I just want to, I just want to get back out there, man. I want the gym to open. I don't care about work. I can work
no,
from
of
home.
course.
Gym to open. I just want to meet a friend for a coffee. I want to, have a hug and a coffee, man. That's it. That's all I need, bro. That's all I need.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's been 2 months for me, man, without any face-to-face human interaction, which is mentally I don't think it's good, but I still support what the government say. The first time you hear me say that, normally I'm an anti-government kind of guy, but I'll listen to them. I know in some places they're having fucking protests and whatnot. I personally don't. I know people getting fed up, and I know the economy's dropped, and some people need to work and whatnot. I get it. I don't know, man. If this thing is really out there, then maybe don't fuck around with it, man. Don't do protests. Like, say if you get it, and say if you You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not as bad as they've said it is, right? Because, like we said, they may be counting the death rates and of all other diseases within COVID. So maybe it's not. But let's not go off maybe, man. Maybe let's just, let's go off what's legit,
No, of course,
find
of course.
Real day, which true. But, yeah, I can't wait, bro. Honestly, I can't wait. When the gym opens, man, I'll be going back. Hong Kong's open. Hong Kong's gone like a week without no cases, man. They've done so well.
That's great.
To contain it.
Good news.
So Hong Kong's open and gyms are open. I think on Friday there. So we'll have Singapore will take time. Like, I just got a message from the government now saying that they've had another 700 cases. Again, it's all the migrant workers. Unfortunately, and there's a couple local citizens. This again, I don't know why you can say that. I don't like saying that myself. They're still Singaporeans, but anyway. But yeah, Singapore will take time to, I think, be one of the countries to kind of open up in phases.
Yeah, no, that's how they're going to do it in the UK as well, so. Alright, man. Okay. Listen, man, thanks for joining again, as always. We're still keeping this going. Guys, make sure you check out SoundCloud. We are on SoundCloud, so if you want to hear us brothers geek out or just generally just catch up and talk, remember, this is our legacy. This is Kibler and Gilman's diary for the past 3 years almost, so... we've been keeping it going, and it's something that's quite dear to us, because it is stuff that we go back to, if it's something I remember talking about, and then we can go back to it, and later on for the kids, grandkids and the rest of them, man, they'll get to see our legacy up on here and things we got up to and the things we did. Shout outs to Grandad. That's one thing I forgot to mention. It was V-Day yesterday, 75 years ago, when Second World War. So, yeah, massive shout out to Grandad for what he did for us, for our people, for this country. He put his life on the line. I hope people need to know that. They don't really show much of that. And you know what? There's going to be more. I'm going to do more. I'm trying to get something put together. I'm still trying to receive this medal as well and try and get him in. There's a history museum. I'm going to try and find his name in a log. So once this all comes down, I wanna get that put together.
We need to find that. We need to find that, man.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely, I'm gonna work on it. There's a lot of things. But yeah, SoundCloud, guys. Make sure you check out SoundCloud. Other than that, we're on YouTube. If you like, dislike, comment, it's always grateful, guys. Share the videos if you feel like it's something that you'd share with your friends and family. It's just two brothers catching up from London to Singapore. But yeah, massive G-man. Be safe. Have a good one. We'll catch you up during the week. We need to do a therapy sessions, man, on Dark Night, innit? So let's try and plan that with Ash and get that done this week.
Yeah, for sure. Let's keep me posted. Keep me posted, bro. Like I said, I'm at home, so let's just do it, man.
I'm on it. Definitely.
Wicked, guys. All right, well, thanks, everyone, man. Appreciate your support, everyone. Appreciate it.
Always.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
That's it. Stay safe.
Do some exercise. Get good sleep.
That's it. All right. Peace, guys.
Peace.